Hello, my name's John Rowe, and I tell stories. And today I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story about Beccles in the very north of Suffolk. And sometime in this story, there will be a chance for you to make a lot of noise, an almighty ruckus. So you'll need something to bash. Maybe a plastic box. Maybe a rolled up magazine. I think I'm going to use a plastic box and a hairbrush. But I'm going to give you a chance to go and fetch this. So stop the video now and go and fetch yourself something to bash, a bucket, a saucepan or something like that. Or even a plastic box like me. And then put the video on when you come back. Okay. Way back in time, when my hair was dark, my beard was ginger, and all my teeth were my own. In Beccles, in the very north of Suffolk, there was a plague of rats everywhere. Rats in the kitchen, rats in the hall, rats in the garden and rats in the wall, rats in the rigging and rats in the sails, rats in the straw and rats in the bales, rats in the cupboard and rats in the box, rats in the shirts and rats in the socks. Rats, rats, rats. Well, in the town square sat three men every day, nattering away. There was Samuel Partridge, a pedlar. There was his friend, a candle maker, and his friend, a watchmaker. They looked at the rats running across their feet, but they didn't care. They just nattered and they sang. Three jolly souls are we, three jolly souls are we. We haven't got a penny to put in the hat, but three jolly souls are we. And they looked at the rats. And Samuel said, I think if we could get rid of the rats, we could get someone like the mayor to give us a lot of money. How are we going to get rid of the rats? I know. We'll go and see Nancy Driver and her two sisters who live by the river. Well, Nancy Driver and her two sisters were, well, everyone thought they were witches because they could make spells. No one liked them much apart from Samuel Partridge and his two friends. So Samuel thought, well, we can maybe get a spell from Nancy. So they made their way to the river and they were singing, oh, three jolly souls are we, three jolly souls are we. We haven't got a penny to put in the hat, but three jolly souls are we. And the sisters heard them coming, and they had their own rhyme. They started saying, we are three sisters living down by the river, and we like to have a little bit of fun. We sleep and we cook and we natter all day, and we sing and we dance in the sun. And if anyone complains, we make sure it rains, and we put flies in their pies out of spite. We live without a care like the three men on the square, and we does whatever we likes. Well, Samuel and his two friends got to the door. And you know what you do when you get to a door? You knock on it. And they went, knock, knock, knock. And of course, as the door opened, there was a bit of a squeak. Yes, said Nancy. Come in. Have a cup of tea. I had a cup of tea. Nancy said, well, what have you actually come here for? You always want something, Samuel. Samuel said, well, to tell you the truth, we'd like a spell to get rid of the rats. Well, how much will it cost us? Said Samuel. You can give us £1, said Nancy, but we'll have it now if you don't mind. It's not that we don't trust you, but you might just forget to bring it back. Well, the three men dug through their pockets and they found £1, and they gave it to Nancy, and Nancy gave them a spell. And the three men left. They said goodbye. They went to see the mayor, and they knocked on the mayor's door, and you know what happens when you get to the door. Knock, knock, knock. And the mayor answered it. What do you three scrappy-looking individuals want? Well, we think we can get rid of your rats. Of course, it'll cost you. And the mayor said, well, I'm prepared, but I'm prepared to give you £100. Oh, that's not nearly enough, said Samuel. It'll cost you £1,000, £1 in advance. And the mayor exploded. I'm not going to give you three scruffy-looking individuals £1,000. Get out of my office now. Please yourself, said Samuel, and they made their way to the door. But they were nearly at the door when the mayor was thinking, well, maybe it's worth £1,000, and if they don't do it, it's only going to cost me £1. So maybe I'll pay them. All right, £1,000, said the mayor. Oh, that was 2 minutes ago, said Samuel. The price has gone up. £2,000. I'm not going to give you three despicable men £2,000. Get out of my office now. Please yourself, said Samuel. They made their way to the door. And again the mayor thought about it. He thought, well, it's probably worth £2,000. All right, £2,000, he said. That was 2 minutes ago, said Samuel. The price has gone up. £4,000, £1. Well, the mayor is about to explode again when he thought, well, every time I open my mouth, the price goes up. Okay, £4,000, £1 in advance. And he gave them the pound. Well, that night, out in the town square, there was Samuel Partridge and his two friends. And they had a little chant. Come out, ye rabbits. Come out, ye mice. Come out, ye fleas. Come out, ye lice. Be ye large or small. 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 From neath the floors. And nest your pests. Come out the walls. Come out of doors. And answer to the call. Answer to the call. And answer to the call. And answer to the call. The rats, and the mice, and the fleas, and the lice came out of their doors, and came out of all the houses, and the offices, and the warehouses, and they came and they gathered around Samuel Partridge and his two friends' feet on the town square. So Samuel picked up his drum. Everyone else picked up their things to bash and their things to blow. And they started making an enormous ruckus. Are you going to help me make an enormous ruckus? 1, 2, 3. Not bad. Not bad. But not quite loud enough. Shall we try it one more time? 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. By the time they'd finished, there wasn't one rat, one mouse, or one flea, or one louse left in the whole of Beccles. Rats in the kitchen, rats in the hall, rats in the garden and rats in the wall, rats in the rigging and rats in the sails, rats in the straw and rats in the bales, rats in the cupboard and rats in the box, Rats in the shirts and rats in the socks. Rats. 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 Well, I hope you enjoyed that story, and I hope you made a lot of noise, a big, big ruckus.